You guys know me. I'm always interested to see what a writer will sacrifice to make plot happen or to set something up. Sometimes it's character development. Sometimes it's aspects of the world they established. Most of the time, it's the character's logic and awareness. Yes, dumbing down characters for the sake of the plot is a hill many writers will slide down, and it's a gamble. They're hoping the audience won't notice, care, or think as they shove the protagonist down the hall that is the story. If they aren't careful, they risk losing the viewer's investment, time, and their money. So what will we be looking at this time? Well, this time we'll be looking at a show that I'm sure none of you have heard of, RWBY. Toward the end of Volume 8, our heroes come up with a plan to save Penny and get everyone in Mantle to safety. Let's run through the sequence of events and see how many times the writers had the characters show signs of sniffing glue. So they take out Ironwood, they save Penny, and then we hear about their escape plan.
We're not done with you yet.
Fine.
Can you make a bunch of doorways in Atlas that open at a single spot in Vacuo?
The plan is to create a bunch of portals in Atlas that leads to one location in Vacuo. It seems pretty straightforward, but there's a problem. Say you have 4 portal doors that all exit at a single door. What happens if 4 people step through at the same time? 4 people can't occupy the same space. It's a problem. So to avoid this issue, they're gonna funnel everyone through a central location first. Problem solved. But is this necessary? All they had to do is make an exit door for every portal in Atlas. It doesn't matter if there's 30, 40, or 50 of them. You just line them all up next to each other in Vacuo. You bypass the whole central location garbage. Why didn't anyone think of that? Oh, that's right, the script wouldn't let them because our heroes have to fall later. The plot must happen. Now I'm sure some of you are saying, okay Vexed, it wasn't their best option, but the central location solution wasn't dumb. Sorry, it kinda was, considering what they forgot about.
What now?
We go to Vacuo.
And hope that we've thought of everything. This was Cinder.
She's alive? And she's here?
And hope that we've thought of everything.
Both of Ironwood's puppets. Lucky me.
Cinder.
You were responsible for Beacon.
And hope that we've thought of everything. And hope that we've thought of everything.
Recover Watts. He can lead you to the girl. You will finally have the Winter Maiden's power.
And hope that we've thought of everything.
While Danny kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet and Euron's forces.
How could they possibly forget about Cinder, the woman who attempted to kill them and foil their plans time and time again? They know that Cinder and Watts are still at large. You expect me to believe that no one remembered? No one said, hey, if Cinder pops off in the middle of our little central location here, it's gonna be disastrous. Really? It's ridiculous. Emerald knows for a fact that Cinder is after Penny and the relic. She was there when Salem gave the order. She didn't say anything? What is this? Is she still working for Cinder? They didn't prepare for Cinder. They didn't even consider it. Why? Because the plot needs them to be lazy thinkers for the sake of this moment. Guys, they sent Emerald ahead to Vacuo. They sent the woman who is without a doubt their ace in the hole when dealing with a foe, as we saw with Ironwood.
Feels weird.
When you have Emerald on your side, it's really hard to lose. If Emerald stayed behind in case of an emergency, Cinder doesn't win, so they have to get rid of her. They sacrifice the character's intelligence for the plot. So we know why the writers sent Emerald away. What reason did they give in the show?
Shade is armed to the teeth with huntsmen and huntresses, but we're about to throw a kingdom's worth of negativity on their doorstep. If anyone will need help, it's them.
Shade will need some assistance with all the negativity on the way. So they're sending Emerald, Oscar, and Ren? I get why they're sending Ren. He's going to use his semblance to mask all the refugees. That's a lot of people. Wait, they're sending John too, right? I mean, they're a team when it comes to masking people. That's what they've set up over the last 3 volumes. With the sheer amount of people heading to Vacuo, they of course sent John to boost Ren's aura, right? No, they didn't. You see, John needs to stay behind to kill Penny and fall into Volume 9. Logic be damned for the plot. What was the in-show explanation as to why John couldn't go?
Nora and I will get people through the gates.
He was getting people through the gate? Anyone with a huntsman license could have done that. Do you see what's happening here, guys? Do you see what the writers are doing? You can write this way, but remember, it's a gamble. Someone may call it out. They even double down on the stupid by showing Ren's aura break. If only John was there to boost him. Winter swoops in later with the maiden power to save the day, proving that they should have sent John, Ren, and Penny to Vacuo first. Speaking of Penny, just what the hell was she doing when Cinder attacked?
Keep going. We'll handle this.
Lord have mercy. What the? Why? So let me get this straight. They know that Cinder wants the maiden power, they know that Salem wants the relic, and they put those two things together? Penny and the relic should have been the first thing sent to Vacuo. This is not hard. It doesn't take a genius to figure that one out. The enemy wants the relic and the maiden power. The enemy is an Atlas. So you send Penny and the relic to Vacuo first. I mean, hello? Penny knows what Cinder is after, and she knows what Salem wants. So why is she turning around? Penny isn't at all concerned about losing the relic. It's almost as if our heroes are careless and foolish because it's the preferred way to make plot happen. If our heroes were smart, Cinder wouldn't win and Penny wouldn't be dead. Are you following me, guys? So we saw how the writers went about setting the stage for the finale. What about the characters' decision making in the big moments? The Happy Huntresses, who were there, don't bother helping Team RWBY fight Cinder because reasons. Neo wants to kill RWBY, but waits until Cinder attacks before making her move. She walks around with the relic clearly visible on her waist, making her disguise worthless. Yang spots her easily. Why? So this can happen. RWBY is capable of traveling at an extreme velocity from one point to another by breaking herself down to her molecular components, thus negating her mass, but she doesn't even try to save her sister. Weiss doesn't try with her glyphs because Yang needs to fall into Volume 9. Speaking of glyphs, Winter could have used one to save Weiss, but she too had to fall. Winter comically leaves John to fall even though she could have saved him. Why? Because the writers need John to hang out with Team RWBY at the beach next volume. They don't care how silly this looks, they just need this to happen. Do you guys get the picture here, or do I need to keep going? Characters are only as capable as they need to be for the current scene to function. Only the current chapter is canon. Okay, now hear me when I say this. I don't want you to walk away from this video thinking that I believe characters can't be written to make mistakes. They can get stuff wrong as long as it's believable, as long as it's not forced, as long as it's not lazy. Here's an example of a good piece of writing.
Something's wrong. What? Why can't I?
Oh dear.
People enter from Atlas and Mantle on one side and leave on the other side with a one-way ticket to Vacuo.
Weiss uses an idiom and doesn't realize that it's gonna be taken literally. Once you step through the door to Vacuo, you can't return. It's a one-way ticket. I like this mistake. It works. It's believable. I buy it.
And hope that we've thought of everything.
That should have been the only mistake our heroes didn't account for. It's a big one. It's up to the storyteller to then write it so that our heroes still lose. If you find that the characters have to take stupid pills to make something work, write something else. You can do it. I believe in you. The script does not have a mind of its own. You are in control of what happens. I guess what I'm saying here, guys, at the end of the day, just remember to ask yourself this simple question. Is this too stupid? Because nothing irritates viewers more than an unrealistic display of stupidity. Thanks for listening. What are your thoughts on plot-induced stupidity, and how do you think the writers handled the Volume 8 finale? Like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. I'm motivated to make videos when I see my subscriber count go up, just so you know. Follow me on Twitter. Later, guys.